A spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Dragic.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, the one-and-done draft requirement will be abolished very soon. In the meantime, the G League professional path has been introduced for those looking to come straight out of high school. A salary of $125,000, potential endorsements, and access to NBA development has enticed more than a few to pursue this new avenue. Kevin?
Well, the G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. He's out there with Myers Leonard. Jimmy Butler is out there with Hero. And it's none in at the point. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. And it's Isaac in at small forward.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
Yep, that one goes in there. Hero's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Heat. Now, here's Fultz. The pass to Ross. Now, here's Isaac. Launches it. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Here's Nunn. Passes it to Hero. Here's Adebayo. He's guarded by Ross. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Fultz with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington. Now here's Ross. Not a lot of room. It's hauled in by the Heat. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, and that...
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Nasty. I'm talking filthy. Butler punching it and getting his teammates on the bench amped up.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Fultz. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Gordon. Makes it off the glass.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
Here's Leonard. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Fultz. Six to shoot. And Vucevic kicks to Ross from about 19 feet. Unable to get that one. And the Heat going the other way now. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and two mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
That's good from Hero. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
And he makes both free throws. Clark, here we are in mid-season, and some teams have already exceeded early expectations, starting to show that they are the real deal.
Yeah, no fluke, and that's what we call validation. Again, you have such a long season early on. The schedule can work in your favor, but as we get to this point in the season, Kevin, teams are starting to show you who they really are, answering doubters, and it's got to be extremely satisfying when you prove folks wrong.
Absolutely. And here are the Heat now. Magic knocking down the tray. Up top, Adebayo. Pass to Leonard. Isaac with the steal. And now Isaac running the floor all by himself. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Isaac's got 5.
Man, I like Isaac's mobility. Love it. This guy gets down the floor extremely well. And he has a sense of where he should go to get a scoring opportunity, too.
Here's Hero. He's coming off a 22-point game against Toronto.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Now Fultz still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 6, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And let's check out the stats for Ross. His last 10 games, averaging 13 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Now here's Leonard. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. The Magic trail by 3. Now here's Isaac. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Establishes position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Here's Nunn. He had 13 points in the win against Toronto.
And you know, he was getting fouled time and time again and really delivered at the free throw line. Huge contribution there, guys.
Adebayo nails the baby hook. Orlando with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Fultz with the ball. Pass to Ross. Drops in the layup for 2.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Here's Nunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hero passes to Nunn. Just 5 to shoot. And the shot is good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
The Magic trail by 3. And here is Ross. He had 10 points in the win against the Wizards in Washington.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
It's deflected.
Great play by Ross. I mean, using that bouncing ability at the defensive end, love it.
And Orlando making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Here's Hero. That one a little long.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
No one near fault as he lets it go. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Well, now let's check out the rookies shooting the highest percentage over the last 10 games. A very confident group of young men right now. You take a look at Hero, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. Miami leading by 3. Now Dragic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Adebayo kicks to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 13. Shot by Crowder, no good. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for the Magic. Here's Ross. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
Here's Crowder. The Magic getting the bucket. Butler finds Dragic over Fultz, and Dragic with the basket on the assist by Butler. And the Heat lead by 3.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
And it's Aminu in the corner. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside Dragic. He kicks it to Crowder. Ross with the steal. To the paint. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
And Butler, here we go. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Kem Birch comes in for Aaron Gordon. Evan Fournier is checked in for Terrence Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Then for the Heat, Olynyk, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Robinson comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Iguodala in for Hero. Olynyk dishes to Iguodala. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
We've got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now.
And let's take a look back at those rebounding stats, because that is, to me, really impressive, that ranking. They've certainly got the strength and maybe more importantly, the disposition to win that battle on the boards.
Now here's Fournier after the miss from Andre Iguodala. That puts them in the lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Take a look at the Magic. Right now they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference. And of course the Heat. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And when I look at Orlando, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
The first one falls. But name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example set. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
And now Orlando on the break. Aminu, no one around him. They get the rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Magic?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
And the first one drops. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Heat trail by 4. Here's Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Dragic has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Here's Augustine. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Count it, good. And the Magic lead by 4.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. Outside Robinson. The pass to Olynyk. 6 on the shot clock. Dragic left side. Aminu grabs the miss. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Magic leading by 4. Now here is Augustine. Passes it to Birch. Outside Fournier. Good on the shot. Fournier's got 6.
Even when the defense is right up in Fournier, he's still tricky down inside. Constantly figures out ways to keep the defense guessing.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
Now, here's Fournier. 8 points his last outing. Bamba kicks to Fournier. The Magic need to get a shot off here. But they recover it. Pass to Augustine. Back to Birch. Second chance shot. Good work there as it goes. And it's an 8-point Magic lead.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
51 seconds left in the first quarter. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And the all-around game Iguodala possesses makes him unique. Does whatever is asked of him on the floor.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Now here's Fournier. 6 points for him. .32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Birch the pass to Bamba. 1 on the clock. Birch's shot's good. Birch has got 5 now.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And so it's Orlando. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
You call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it, but with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu, and there's Mohamed Bamba, and it's Birch in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Clock is at 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at Butler. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. Augustine against Robinson. Augustine dishes to Bamba. Well, when you look at Mo Bamba, with his size, around 7'1" in height, Clark, the longest wingspan, arm span ever measured at the Combine, he can dominate inside.
And you know what, guys? The scary thing is he's got room to fill out. He's got room to add good muscle and weight to that frame. And once he does, he's going to be a nightmare to deal with.
Here's Nunn. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Kicks it out to Iguodala. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Magic.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Man, I like the aggressiveness of Iguodala. I mean, remarkable at taking it all the way to the rack.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Fournier against Iguodala. Here's Augustine. Rebound by Olynyk.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Feeds it to Bamba. He dishes it to Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Birch. It's tipped. In transition, here comes Miami. Iguodala's running. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
An absolute terror in transition. Even though Iguodala is a little older, he still possesses that impressive speed.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. They've led by as much as 10. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
For Miami, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
First one falls for him.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Aaron Gordon comes in for Cam Birch. Ross is checked in for Fournier. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Mark, the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to...
Oh, what a finish!
My goodness. Putting on a show. Ross can elevate with the best of them.
Here's Nunn. He's got 6. The pass to Adebayo. Butler on the wing. There's the triple. It doesn't go for him. And Orlando will come the other way. Inside, Ross. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Passes to Butler from downtown. The Heat with a fresh 14. And Adebayo throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. Ross with the steal.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Ross.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Out to the wing. Adebayo against Gordon. Pass to Hero. Here's Leonard. They get it again. The kick out to Dragic. Back to Adebayo. Over Gordon. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Adebayo.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And it's the Magic with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Pass to Ross. Fires the three. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Adebayo, rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ross for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Vucevic against Adebayo. Here's Hero. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Shot clock at 2. There's the 3. Leonard. And Leonard stays with it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Inside. Here's Vucevic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Vucevic has got his 2nd bucket.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that matchup with the Wizards, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Orlando. He's perfect from the line this time. Orlando leading by 5. There's the pass to Ross. Vucevic down low. Leonard's there, and it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Ross. Ross has got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Dragic. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. Miami no good on that time either. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. Aminu with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Gordon missing. The Heat trail by 7. Butler passes to Adebayo. Back to Butler. Here's Leonard. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the 2nd quarter. Fultz dishes to Gordon. And here's Vucevic. He had 16 points in the win against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
His shot's good by Hero.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Orlando leading by 3. Now Fultz to the paint. Leonard with the steal. Here's Adebayo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Orlando with the ball. Now here's Fultz. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Ross, that's good. And the Magic lead by 3.
And you're not getting to that now because it's got just the right touch and height. Impossible to block.
To the inside, Hero. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Magic have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Pass to Aminu. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Floats one. Rebound by Butler. The Heat shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Hero passes to Leonard. Here's Adebayo. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And the foul called on Myers-Leonard. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Magic have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. That free throw good from Ross.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And both free throws good for Ross.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Out left to the wing. Here's Hero. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Magic leading by 3. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 19 points for Terrence Ross.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Aminu against Crowder. Pass to Hero. 6 to shoot. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
The Magic have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Ross on the wing. Gordon against Adebayo. Gordon kicks to Ross. From about 16. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, we know that T. Ross can get it going. Part of the 50-plus club in terms of scoring the basketball.
Dragic the pass to Hero. Outside Leonard. Back to Dragic. Over Fultz. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For the Magic, Mohamed Bamba comes in for Gordon, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. Olynyk, he's checked in for Miami. Iguodala comes in for Hero. High arcing shot. Here's Iguodala, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
It's clear that Iguodala loves to dunk. Give him room to take off, and he's going to finish with authority.
41 seconds left to play here in the half. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded by Dragic. Another miss by Orlando. The Heat trail by 3. Iguodala the pass to Dragic. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aminu.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Ken Burks is checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Markelle Fultz. The Heat also with a sub. Robinson's checked in for Adebayo. 24 seconds left in the second quarter. Knocks down the 3 ball. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. They've led by as much as 10. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Checking out the Magic. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable in your surroundings, but no, they fed off adrenaline in the first half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Reminds me of Kenny's suit selection. Has been very, very sloppy. Way too many turnovers. They look unorganized, out of control. It's not pretty basketball. The good news, though, they're still in a great position to win the game if they just cut down the turnovers.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Terrence Ross with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the court for the Heat, Myers Leonard is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position for the lead. And the layup is good. Nunn's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Miami.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Orlando trailing here. Fultz kicks to Ross. Pass to Gordon. Here's Isaac. Fires from deep. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. They get it back. And Butler with the second chance points.
You know, rebounding is effort and relentlessness, and Butler has that. And he's also a high-energy guy whenever he's on the court.
Fultz, the pass to Isaac. Now here's Ross. He's tightly guarded. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Nunn. He's got 8. Now the pass to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Adebayo passes to Leonard. Shoots over Vucevic. And it's Leonard missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
You know, Fultz handles contact really well for a young player. Excellent at staying under control and then finishing through the contact.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Fultz. Right side, Leonard. Passes it to Hero. Miami needs to get a shot off. Three-pointer, Butler. He can't hit that time. And Orlando the other way now. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Fultz with the ball. Gordon outside. Here's Vucevic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And Vucevic enjoys throwing his weight around now. At 260 lbs, he's really good at finding ways to get to the line.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Shooting two.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale, and that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
How about this clear example of perseverance? I mean, he's in his 8th season before he makes an All-Star game in 2019. Nikola Vucevic just stayed with it, continued to get better.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, we've seen Vucevic expand his offensive repertoire, guys, adding to his old-school post game. He's now demonstrating perimeter shooting and playmaking ability, and that's opening some eyes.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. He's on target from 8 feet out. Adebayo's got it all tied up now for Miami.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. They've led by as much as 10. And Clarkus Vucevic has stepped out from that mid-range to beyond the arc. It's paying dividends.
Yeah, not only is he shooting the three-point shot when he steps out there, but it spaces the floor and opens up things for his teammates, and he's proven himself to be a pretty good passer. The face-up game proving just as effective as his post-up game, which makes him a hard cover.
To the inside, Adebayo, left side Leonard. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Leonard's got 8 points.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with his combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Fultz. Nunn passes to Hero. Vucevic against Leonard. It's stolen by Vucevic. Now here's Fultz. D right on him. And the basket by Isaac.
Boy, nice rhythm that time. See how Isaac let it fly right off the catch? That shows you confidence in the jumper.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Fultz. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Butler. Up again. The Heat rebound, and it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Good on both.
You know, Jimmy Butler is right in your face and candid. He's confrontational and doesn't back away from that. Entering the league under Tom Thibodeau, fire-breathing vets like Joakim Noah, that's how he rolls, and that's what he knows.
Offensive rebound, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
And if you're a coach, Clark, or a GM, how much concern do you have about acquiring a player like Jimmy Butler, who's not going to bite his tongue?
Yeah, you know, I think it's important that a winning culture is already in place with a guy like Jimmy Butler. Guys who don't mind being pushed and challenged to be their very best in the quest to win. He's a fire breather, but he's also a high-level performer, a high-quality guy. And when you have that combination, usually you're going to win.
And both free throws good for Gordon.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. The 9-foot shot, and it's good off the glass. Adebayo's got 14 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And Orlando has possession. They lead by 1. Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. Pass to Ross. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Butler. Adebayo against Gordon. Here's Nunn. That one good for 2. Nunn's got 4 this quarter.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. So for the Magic, Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Isaac. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Terrence Ross. And then for Miami, Crowder, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Iguodala in for Hero. Now here's Fultz, defended by Butler. And Fultz gets it to go.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Down low, stolen by Bamba. And here we go, fast break. Fultz has got it. Gordon with no one around. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 3. Outside Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Hey, you got it like that aggressiveness of Butler. I mean, slicing inside and finishing with the dunk. Come on now. That's well done.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. They've led by as much as 10. Got a piece of it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The free throw drops for Vucevic. Orlando making some changes. Aminu comes in for Aaron Gordon, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. And both free throws good for Vucevic. And Miami has possession. They trail by 3. Throws it up high. Nunn passes to Butler. Ball's knocked loose to the left side wing. Nunn can't get it to fall. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And here's Augustine. Outside Fournier. The Magic again can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Iguodala. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 12 points for Iguodala.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 6 points in the quarter.
You look at the mid-range area of the court, definitely in Vucevic's game, clearly. He's an outstanding shooting center.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. Here's Crowder, and it's Miami with another.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Orlando leading. Augustine looking around. Outside Fournier. Over to the wing. Bamba against Crowder. Bamba kicks to Aminu. Just 4 to shoot. It's good from long range. Aminu's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Timeout called, the Heat. Ken Birch is checked in for the Magic. Markelle Fultz comes in for DJ Augustine. The Heat trail by 4. Now Dragic, looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Olynyk inside, covered by Bamba. Miami no good on that time either.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
Aminu with the bucket.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
And there's the feed to Olynyk. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Fultz. Another shot. Robinson with the block. Now here's Iguodala. He's got 12. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
The athleticism, length, and IQ of Iguodala is tough to guard. Sometimes you just have to whack him.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Orlando leading by 5. Here's Fultz. 6 points for him. Good work defensively by Crowder. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The pass to Dragic. Back to Robinson. From the arc. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game. Orlando's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession.
And here's a look at some numbers for Dragic. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Kicks it to Crowder. It's hauled in by the Magic.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Fournier dishes to Fultz. Here's Birch. He's guarded by Dragic. The shot by Birch, no good. The Heat trail by 5. Dragic taking his time here. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. Birch grabs the board. Well, Orlando shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Aminu down low. Robinson on him. Here's Birch. Defended by Crowder. Clock at 4. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
It's tipped. Crowder against Fournier to the right side. Aminu. The Magic getting another chance here. From deep. Got a piece of it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Miami now. Birch the pass to Aminu. Fournier against Iguodala. They get a hand on it. Olynyk with the steal. In transition, here comes Miami. Iguodala's running, and it's Orlando with the rebound. Bamba's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Fournier with the ball. He's got 6. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Evan Fournier. He's out there with Fultz. Bamba is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Birch in at the 4 slot.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead. You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Outside Fournier. Passes it to Fultz. Pass to Bamba. Shot clock at 6. Back to Fultz. From deep. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Iguodala. Here's Hero. He feeds it to Crowder. Pass to Hero. Outside Dragic. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Dragic has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Heat.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Outside Fournier. Shoots from the line. Another miss by Orlando. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. There's Dragic with the 3. Magic leading by 5. Outside Fournier. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fultz. And Miami also making a switch. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
And the Magic making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Ross against Dragic. Here's Gordon. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Magic lead by 7. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Leonard. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. And so here is Miami. Leonard, no luck. Ross on the wing. He's guarded by Dragic. The offensive rebound. Ross kicks to Isaac. Off target with the open look. The Heat trail by 7. Crowder finds Adebayo. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Fournier. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Isaac. The Magic again can't hit. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And he can't get the first one. So he comes up empty, missing both.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line. Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
It's Dragic with the drive. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Isaac passes to Fournier. Looking to end his cold spell. He lays it in.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
And the Heat call time here.
Well, you know, he's still listed at 6'10", but when you see him standing next to teammates, guys, Jonathan Isaac is clearly taller. By the time he's done growing, he's projected to be a 7-footer or north of that.
Here's Dragic. Outside Crowder. And the pass to Hero. Adebayo with the ball. 5 on the clock. Near the 3-point line, it's Dragic. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And Isaac doesn't want that 7-footer label. Something we've seen before with the guys like Garnett and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I agree. There are a couple of things that go into that when you talk about guys not wanting to be listed at 7 feet. He grew up playing on the perimeter and still has an attachment to that part of his game. And then I think there's also the feeling if you're listed at 7 feet, you're going to get stuck inside. But even more than that, folks tend to look at you differently when you're a 7-footer because you appear to be out of the norm in a major way.
Butler, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Goran Dragic drops them both.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Here's Fournier. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Outside Dragic. Here's Leonard. Here's Adebayo. The shot that time not on target. And Orlando will come the other way. Fournier, that's for 2. Off the left rim and out.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he knocks down the first one. The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here are the Magic now. They've led by as much as 10. Passes it to Ross. Vucevic against Leonard. Outside Gordon. Pass to Isaac. Here's Ross. Vucevic trying to get open. Ross, that's good. Ross has got 27.
I tell you, he picked a tough time to start struggling. Only 1 of 6 from the field here in the fourth quarter.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Leonard.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Ross, that's good.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Here's Hero. He's guarded by Ross. Kicks to Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Butler. Clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Markelle Fultz has checked in for Fournier. Here's Hero. Just 3 to shoot. No good on the quick 3.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Butler at the elbow. Here's Adebayo. That shot off. So Orlando will take it the other way. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Magic leading by 7. And here's Fultz. And there's the pass to Ross. Leonard against Vucevic. Passes it to Isaac. A 3-pointer off the mark. Miami's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Adebayo passes to Nunn. He kicks it to Butler. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Here's Hero. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hero's got 5 points now this quarter.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Fultz. Outside Butler. Count it, and the foul. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And both free throws good for Vucevic. The Heat trail by 5. Nunn passes to Leonard. Count the basket.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Offensive rebound. Here's Vucevic. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. They've led by as much as 10. Ross on the wing. Goes up at the stripe. And it's Miami with the rebound. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And Butler relishes this. I mean, he feels really comfortable going right at the defense at crucial points in the game.
Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. And it's Vucevic missing. The Heat with the lead. Here's Hero. To the wing right side. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And that one misses.
Boy, you look at Isaac, and all you think he needs to do is add some weight. He's got terrific skills and a promising future.
Shots good by Hero. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Fultz looking around. Pass to Ross. And it's Miami with the rebound. Hero's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Inside, here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
And Vucevic is really good about playing nerveless basketball. In other words, he's not going to let anything bother him. He's under control, he's calm, he's composed, and he's confident, and that lets him deliver when it matters most.
Adebayo with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Fultz. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
To the paint. Here's Hero. It drops.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 40 seconds left in the 4th. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
Here's Ross, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Adebayo, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Crowder, he's checked in for Miami. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Crowder. And the second of 2 is good. That ties the game up.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Left side, Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 2. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Fultz. Defense is right there. They grab their own miss. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
How about the concentration level of Vucevic? I mean, we often overlook that, but just keeping his hands steady on the shot attempts, even while getting bumped and roughed up a bit.
Now Butler. To the left wing. A 3 ball. Can't get the 3 to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And so in the game for the Magic, Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Isaac in at the 3. Here's Fultz. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, I love the energy Fultz plays with, Kevin. I mean, when he's deep in the paint, he's really comfortable going up to shoot it.
Here's Nunn. And Butler, here we go. Here's Leonard. Goes back up. Shot's good by Butler. And the Heat lead by 2.
It's clear that Butler feels confident shooting down low. I mean, he's got the strength and touch to dominate in there.
Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. And it's Miami with the rebound. Butler attacking. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Fultz. Good on the triple. Fultz has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, it's one thing to have a nice stroke, but it's another to understand how to get yourself free outside the arc for your shot. Has a soft, delicate stroke, does Fultz, and it rolls off his fingers nicely.
Iguodala left side. Isaac with the steal. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Yes, that goes in.
And I think Isaac has the skills and size to be a dominant rebounder. I love to see him glass eat like that.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. The Heat trail by 4. Outside Butler. Pass to Iguodala. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Dragic. Jacks up a three. The Heat rebound.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
Magic leading by 4. And the jam by Ross.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
And the Heat call time here. Hill, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's Dragic. Butler on the way. And nothing is falling for him right now. This is to Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Vucevic.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Leonard hits them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Fultz kicks to Isaac. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him.
Boy, the offensive arsenal of Vucevic. Fantastic. When he's rolling like this, watch out.
It's Hill on the wing, defended by Gordon. Miami no good on that time either. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando. They've led by as much as 10. Now here's Isaac, defended by Butler.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Outside Dragic. And the pass to Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Hero's got 24.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now here's Fultz. Pass to Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Back to Fultz. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
The Heat trail by 3. Here's Dragic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here. Both free throws good from Dragic. The Magic have gone 5 for 9 on field goal attempts so far in the overtime period. Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. Shot from 12. That misses off the backboard. Late in overtime, they've got a chance to take the lead.
By far the biggest possession of this game.
Butler, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Outside Dragic. The dish now to Butler. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
No fear in Butler, not afraid of anybody. Poise personified. Takes pride in stepping up when the game is on the line.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Pass to Ross. And here's Vucevic. Three-pointer. Hill pulls it in. 16 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Count it!
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 12 seconds left in overtime. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
For the win. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.